10 Japanese frugal habits that build quiet wealth. How simple, mindful practices lead to lasting financial success. In an era dominated by consumerism and the constant pressure to keep up with the Joneses, it's easy to forget that wealth doesn't always need to be loud. In fact, some of the most successful people in the world build their wealth quietly, often by embracing frugal habits that promote long-term financial stability. One of the most fascinating examples of this is found in Japan, a country where frugality is embedded in the culture. Rather than pursuing instant gratification or the accumulation of material goods, many Japanese individuals focus on practices that encourage mindfulness, sustainability, and ultimately quiet wealth. These habits aren't just about saving money. They represent a mindset shift that leads to a deeper understanding of value, purpose, and fulfillment. Here, we dive deep into 10 Japanese frugal habits that, when adopted, can help you build wealth that isn't defined by luxury, but by lasting value. 1. The art of minimalism, embracing less to achieve more. Minimalism is more than just a design style in Japan. It's a way of life. The Japanese embrace the concept of less is more, which extends beyond just physical possessions to their mental and emotional space as well. Instead of filling their homes with excess, they focus on quality over quantity. Whether it's a beautifully crafted tea set or a well-made pair of shoes, the Japanese view possessions as tools to enhance their lives, not as markers of status. Psychological insight. Minimalism fosters a sense of clarity and peace. When we declutter our homes, we also declutter our minds. The less we have, the fewer decisions we need to make, leading to a more focused and intentional life. This shift not only prevents overspending, but creates an environment conducive to mindfulness, where true value is placed on the things that truly matter. How to apply this habit? Start by evaluating your possessions and asking yourself, does this add true value to my life? Consider investing in items that bring you joy, serve a purpose, and are of high quality rather than following trends. This will help you create a home that supports a peaceful and organized life. 2. Prioritizing experiences over material goods. Japanese culture places great emphasis on intangible experiences rather than material goods. Instead of spending money on the latest gadgets or fashion trends, many Japanese people invest in experiences. Whether it's a family trip to the mountains, a weekend getaway to a rural village, or a visit to a museum. These experiences create lasting memories that no material object can replace. Psychological insight. Research consistently shows that experiences, rather than possessions, lead to greater happiness. Experiences create emotional bonds and are often shared with loved ones, strengthening relationships and fostering a sense of fulfillment. Unlike material goods, experiences do not depreciate over time. They grow in value as memories. How to apply this habit? Take time to prioritize experiences over things. Whether it's a weekend away or simply a walk in a local park, investing in memories will bring you greater joy than accumulating unnecessary possessions. Find joy in simple yet meaningful activities with those you love. 3. Buying in bulk and reducing waste. Motain AI philosophy. The Japanese concept of Motain AI teaches the value of reducing waste and cherishing resources. Whether it's food, clothing, or materials, buying in bulk helps to minimize packaging and costs. The practice of Motain AI encourages people to be resourceful and to make the most of what they have, which is a cornerstone of Japanese frugality. Psychological insight. Being mindful of waste and practicing resourcefulness leads to a deeper appreciation for what we have. It can also help cultivate a sense of gratitude and reduce the feeling of lack as we learn to make the most of every resource. How to apply this habit? Start by buying items in bulk when it makes sense, such as dry goods, toiletries, and household products. Avoid overbuying perishable items and try to plan meals or purchases to minimize waste. Reuse items where possible, whether it's a glass jar or fabric bags, and practice gratitude for the resources you already have. 4. Living within one's means. The power of budgeting. In Japan, living within one's means is a core principle of financial management. This isn't about restricting yourself or living in scarcity, but about aligning your spending with your values. Japanese individuals are known for keeping detailed budgets, tracking every yen spent, and saving a portion of their income regularly. This disciplined approach to money management fosters financial stability and peace of mind. Psychological insight. Budgeting and financial planning reduce the psychological stress that comes with uncertainty. Knowing where your money is going and planning for the future creates a sense of control and security. It helps avoid the guilt that comes with impulse purchases and allows individuals to build wealth over time. How to apply this habit. Create a detailed budget and track all your spending. Set realistic goals for savings and ensure that your spending aligns with your personal values. When you prioritize your financial future, you're less likely to succumb to impulse purchases or live beyond your means. 5. The value of quality over luxury. Japanese frugality doesn't mean sacrificing quality, rather than splurging on luxury items that offer short-term gratification. Japanese individuals place more value on items that will serve them for years to come. High-quality, durable goods are seen as a wise investment, often outlasting cheaper alternatives in both function and appearance. Psychological insight. Focusing on quality over luxury leads to a deeper sense of satisfaction. When we invest in items that will last, we create a connection to the things we own, which enhances their value. This practice also reduces the frequency of purchases, preventing the stuff overflow that often leads to clutter and dissatisfaction. How to apply this habit. Invest in high-quality products that serve a functional purpose in your life. Consider items like quality clothing, kitchenware, or even technology that is built to last. Avoid falling into the trap of luxury brand names and instead focus on the long-term value of your purchases. 6. Repairing instead of replacing a legacy of craftsmanship. The Japanese have a tradition of repairing rather than replacing. Whether it's a piece of clothing, a kitchen appliance, or a cherished family heirloom, there's a cultural respect for craftsmanship and longevity. This habit is tied to the Japanese philosophy of kintsugi, the art of mending broken pottery with gold, which celebrates the beauty of imperfection and the value of restoration. Psychological insight. Repairing items rather than discarding them fosters a sense of pride in what we have and strengthens our attachment to belongings. It also encourages a deeper appreciation for things that have history and stories to tell, shifting the focus from materialism to meaningful connections. How to apply this habit. Instead of automatically replacing broken items, consider whether they can be repaired. Seek out local artisans or use DIY methods to restore items. Not only does this save money, but it also allows you to create unique, personalized possessions that hold sentimental value. 7. Cultivating self-sufficiency, growing your own food. Self-sufficiency is a common practice in Japan, even in the most urbanized areas. Many people grow their own vegetables, herbs, and fruits in small city gardens or on their balconies. This practice not only reduces grocery bills, but also fosters a sense of connection to nature in the process of growing one's own food. Psychological insight. Growing your own food fosters a sense of pride and accomplishment. It also provides a connection to the land and nature, which has been shown to improve mental well-being and reduce stress. Plus, there's a sense of self-reliance that comes with knowing you can provide for yourself. How to apply this habit. If you have access to a garden, start growing your own herbs, vegetables, or even fruit. If space is limited, consider starting with a few pots or balcony containers. Even small steps towards self-sufficiency can lead to significant savings and a deeper connection to the earth. 8. Carrying cash and avoiding debt. Unlike in many other countries, Japan is still largely a cash-based society. Many people carry cash for daily purchases and avoid credit card debt. The act of handling cash makes the process of spending more tangible, encouraging people to think more carefully about their purchases and avoid impulse buys. Psychological insight. Cash spending creates a physical connection to money, making it harder to overspend. The discomfort of parting with physical money often leads to more intentional purchases, and the avoidance of debt is associated with greater financial freedom and peace of mind. How to apply this habit? Consider using cash for small daily expenses to become more mindful of your spending. Set aside credit cards for emergencies only and focus on living within your means without relying on borrowed money. 9. Emphasizing sustainability and eco-friendly choices. The Japanese have a deep respect for nature, which extends to their frugal habits. Many individuals choose eco-friendly products and practices, such as using reusable shopping bags, purchasing locally sourced food, and investing in energy-efficient appliances. Sustainability is seen as not just an ethical choice, but a smart, long-term financial decision. Psychological insight. Eco-friendly choices promote a sense of purpose and responsibility. Knowing that your purchases are aligned with sustainability values enhances the feeling of well-being and reduces anxiety over wastefulness or negative environmental impact. How to apply this habit? Make sustainable choices when shopping. Choose products that are reusable, recyclable, or made from sustainable materials. Support local businesses and adopt energy-saving practices at home. 10. Celebrating simple pleasures. Finding joy in everyday life. Finally, the Japanese embrace the beauty of simple pleasures. Whether it's enjoying a quiet moment with a cup of tea, reading a book, or savoring a home-cooked meal, these small, everyday joys form the foundation of their contentment. Instead of seeking external validation or material success, many people in Japan find richness in the small, everyday moments that make life truly beautiful. Psychological insight. Taking time to savor life's simple pleasures can significantly improve mental well-being. It encourages mindfulness and gratitude, which are associated with greater happiness. These moments of peace and contentment create a strong sense of emotional wealth, independent of financial wealth. How to apply this habit? Practice mindfulness by taking time each day to appreciate simple joys. Whether it's enjoying a cup of coffee in the morning or listening to your favorite music, these small moments can provide profound emotional rewards. Conclusion. The Japanese frugal habits are not just about saving money. They represent a mindset that fosters lasting wealth, both financial and emotional. By focusing on quality, sustainability, and mindful spending, you can build a life of quiet wealth that's not defined by external markers of success, but by a sense of contentment, purpose, and financial stability. Adopting even a few of these habits can lead to significant changes in your life. Over time, these small adjustments can build up to create a more peaceful, sustainable, and wealthy existence, one that brings true joy, not just a bigger bank balance.